Okay, here is another watch list for you guys. Happy Wednesday. This watch list is going to be good for Thursday, March 16th, 2023. All right, first on the list, ELEV, Elevation Oncology, 228 a share. Today they're up 62%. Banging. No news that I have available, but this stock showed up on the scanner early morning today, and it ended up closing at the high of day here. Relative volume for ELEV 4.3, 22 cents daily trade range. Today it made it about 90 cents trade range. And $55 million market cap. ELEV. Next up, Smartsheet Inc. SMAR. $45.69 a share. Today they're up 17.7%. Relative volume 3.4. Average trade range $2.45. $5.9 billion market cap for SMAR. News is they beat on earnings per share and beats on sales. Just dropped their earnings. Boom. Next up, DAKT. Daktronic Inc. $5.10 a share. Dang, off the chart. Post market. Today they're up 4.3%. Relative volume 2.3. 23 cents. Daily trade range $220 million market cap for DAKT. Profitable earnings per share compared to previous earnings where they were negative earnings per share, and beats on their sales. Just dropped their earnings semi-recently. This is an earnings continuation move for DAKT. All right, all the bank news going on. Schwab, New York's, what is it? New York Community Bank, NYCB, Charles Schwab, NYCB, relative volume of 2.4, 43 cents daily trade range, $4.7 billion market cap. Schwab, I'm looking for a bounce in some of these names. Maybe Goldman Sachs, maybe Schwab. Huge wick down on the bottom for Schwab here. Relative volume for Schwab, 1.3. Daily trade range, $4.29. $108.9 billion market cap. That is not the same as New York Community Bank by any means. Boom. WAL, Western Alliance. Everybody talking about this one failing. Super fat bounce up here, but this could be a continuation move down. I don't know yet. I don't know. Relative volume 1.3. Daily trade range is 8.3, right? $8.36. This is probably increased from the past couple of days. And that's enough for the banks. Everybody's talking about it. Moving on. THMO. Thermogenesis Holdings, currently at $6.01 a share. Today they moved 98%, almost 100% increase from where they were today. Post market, you can see the move from about under $2 up to $6. Relative volume 4.3, 51 cents average trading range, and $4 million market cap. They just opened a facility for studying life sciences and gene therapy in California. THMO. Next up, Microsoft. Microsoft has OpenAI in their ties is probably why Microsoft is booming a little today. GPT-4 is coming out and being discussed, and they dropped information about it and stuff too. AMD, next up. Microsoft today coming in with a relative volume of 3.1. Average trade range $6.50. $265.44 a share. Room to run possibly to the top edge of this channel around 273, give or take 274. AMD is next up. AMD is at 89.92 a share post market. Relative volume 2.1. They moved 2.5% up today. $3.76 average trade range for AMD, and $144.5 billion market cap. AMD golden cross is just about to occur here, and I'm looking for a small breakout and test up towards around 94 and eventually like 97.50 there for AMD. Next up, Meta. Meta is booming today, currently at $202.35 a share. That's an increase of 1.9% for Meta. Relative volume came in 1.4, $7 average trade range. Market cap is $512.6 billion. Zuckerburg letter dropped announcing he's going to better the company in a couple of ways, tightening the work descriptions of people, bringing employees into the office, and they announced another 10,000 employees getting laid off. And that's for Meta. I don't know. I'm not sure because the rain was going on, so I told the guy to just let me know once it stopped raining. He'll let me know tomorrow. Yeah, I couldn't really tell, and I just didn't wait, so yeah. Yeah, no, because I regenerated it and stuff, so I was like, ah, screw it. I'll just let the guy report back. Yeah, something like that, unless they're going to pay for the head unit. Might as well just, honestly, at that point, you might as well just put a halo. Yeah. Yeah, I'll let you know probably tomorrow morning or something. I know, I'm curious too. All right, man. Have a good night. Cool. Oh, for it. Okay. Sounds good. Cool. Sure. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, no worries. And just like that, we're back in action. Sorry for the delay there. If you're still with me through that little silence, thank you for waiting. I had a phone call come through and I found out just now how to pause the recording. Hopefully it worked. Where was I? AMGN. It looks like I'm on AMGN. I don't really know. Meta was last. AMGN is coming in at $234.82 a share. And today they're up $1.87, 1.8%. AMGN has a relative volume of 1.3, average trading range $4.87, $125.4 billion market cap for AMGN. And they are receiving a lawsuit over a $10 billion tax bill that they apparently were hiding. Sounds like fraud to me, so I just called it a $10 billion tax bill fraud for AMGN. Next up, notable chart and interesting company at AMAT. AMAT coming off of good earnings, coming off of good news for raising their dividend and buybacks. Let's see, what else? The CFO is the only reason the stock is a little bit beaten up right now, or holding down, or holding, I guess. It actually gapped up yesterday. But instead of breaking out, I guess, during their earnings, which I thought it should have, their CFO drama is holding it back a little bit. And that's AMAT. Next up, Adobe dropped their earnings. Adobe's at $3.50 about up to the moving averages, just below. Relative volume 0.8 as of now. Tomorrow that will be gassed out. $9.80 average trade range. $152.9 billion market cap. Their earnings came out, and let me see really quick. How were their earnings? Beats on earnings per share and beats on sales for Adobe. Looking good. Oop, I want that. Give me that back. And let's see, what else? What else do we got? Adobe and Morgan Stanley is coming up next. Morgan Stanley is currently at $85.35 a share, down 5% today with a relative volume of 1.92. Relative volume 2 today, $2.65 average trade range. $143.6 billion market cap for Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley News, working with OpenAI and ChatGPT for an advisor assistant type of a program. That's Morgan Stanley. Lastly, on the list today, we'll go over just a couple of oil and gas stocks. Actually, I'm not even going to go over just oil and gas stocks. We're going nuts. Oil is going nuts a little bit on the downside. Here you can see oil getting clapped. I will show you. Halliburton, boom. Dumping, just like the bank stocks, basically. Schlumberger, dumping, just gap downs all day for the oil and gas stocks. Baker Hughes. Valero, less of a problem for them. APA, Apache. And I know I saw CVX on the list earlier. Looks like the ones that have gas stations did a little bit better on the day. And by a little bit better, I mean a little bit. All right. Well, that's the watch list. Thanks if you made it through to the end. I appreciate you guys checking in. Have a good Wednesday night or have a good Thursday trading day. Take it easy. Peace.